Inside Racing is brought to you by Dunlop.
Without one of them, you've got problems. Without the other, you've no chance. Reliable steering and ground contact. Anyone who wants to get ahead in a race and ideally stay there needs optimum control of their car. That's provided by the chassis. It's the job of springs and shock absorbers to ensure wherever possible that wheels are constantly pressed to the ground, producing good grip. The level of grip consists primarily or comes primarily from three factors. One of the factors is the stress placed on the tire contact area, which in turn is decisively influenced by the car's load.
Und die wird eben entscheidend beeinflusst über die Last.
The key is to utilize or spread the load as well as possible. For example, as in touring cars. Here they set a negative wheel camber. That causes greater lateral guided force around corners. The pressure gets spread more evenly onto the tire's contact area. The aim, a high-level grip and steering control. For example, by regaining ground contact faster after riding the curve. A racing chassis like this is no good for normal road use, as you feel far too much. A race chassis doesn't actually need to provide any comfort, it simply needs to deliver performance. That means you've got to be able to drive round corners as fast as possible. If people tried to drive on the road with a race chassis, they'd all get out after 50 kilometers at the most, saying it's far too hard for them, they don't like it and it's uncomfortable. Race shock absorbers work far faster than the standard versions. In combination with the appropriate springs, they maintain optimum track contact. The distances that race chassis springs travel in and out can also be individually set. To clarify this, red is a hard spring for level circuits. Yellow is the soft version for bumpy tracks. Over major bumps, the wheel with hard suspension loses contact. Yellow makes contact with the track more consistent. The setup gets based on the circuit's condition. A race car can be appropriately set up in advance without being on the track. The sensors on the wheels record their vertical acceleration. I've also got sensors on the chassis structure at the front and back that let me record the spring travel. In addition, I've also got a load cell on each of these posts that shows me the strength of tire contact, and then for each, I've also got acceleration and travel sensors. From this data, I'm then able to create the various parameters and graphs.
Beschleunigungssensoren und Wegsensoren. Aus diesen Daten kann ich dann die verschiedenen Parameter oder Graphen erstellen.
Be it Formula One, endurance or touring car action, be it on asphalt tracks or off-road, the chassis is in permanent use. Ground contact, reliable steering and thus vehicle control are always required. For even the slightest slip can cost you victory and the race.
Inside Racing was brought to you by Dunlop.